Hey Doobs, how we doing today? Welcome to the Doob Radical Gaming channel. Today on Final Thoughts, we are talking about Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Yeah, this released October 2nd for both the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One X. It was great that it was released on both consoles last time for Toys for Bob, the developer under Activision that brought this beautiful dream game finally to life, created the Insane trilogy in 2017 exclusively for PlayStation, and then eventually came to the Xbox. But yeah, so here we are with Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time, running on the Unreal Engine 4, and I just gotta say, it was a smart choice. This game looks very good, very fluid in this animations, and this is, when I say dream game, this is just such a game that is finally such a play on the word. It's about time to subtitle this game after such a hiatus of not so great games, and I like to make the analogy that Crash was just a little bit too drunk and needed to go home and take a nice long nap before we eventually come here in 2020 to the brilliant release Crash Bandicoot 4, looking very nice, polished, and this is a $60 game title, and as the previous Insane trilogy, and I believe Nitro Kart was also a $40 title. It's just nice to finally see. I was a little iffy on the content, but excited to see that Toys for Bob and Activision were making a full-fledged, not quite AAA, but a $60 Crash Bandicoot game right on the twilight of this generation, as we've seen so much releases of games and remakes in recent years to really just cash in on the IPs that we loved of yesteryear. And this is just a brilliant expansion of what Naughty Dog really set the bar back 20 years ago with Crash Bandicoot and its long history with PlayStation and becoming an iconic character, not only to PlayStation, but gaming as a whole. And I think fans around the world have always been just really craving a true platforming masterpiece, like back in the day, in the bar that Naughty Dog set for not only the graphics wise and the gameplay wise. And so I think this title and IP just really needed a great group of people that have a huge love for platforming games and just the franchise as a whole. And Toys for Bob was such a great choice to bring this to life. Also working on Spyro Ignited Trilogy, which was also brilliant in those games. Really just taking what was great, and they've really implemented what they've learned from making those remakes and those great platforming games here into a full-fledged new fresh Crash Bandicoot experience. I love the remakes and the kart remake, but I really just wanted a fresh experience, and they really did. Toys for Bob really did take what made Crash Bandicoot platforming great and just implement it in a great way with a fresh story with some redesigns of characters, plenty of content as far as gameplay wise, really taking the platforming to the next level, and earning rewards, no microtransactions. The content here in this $60 game just really does feel fresh and fair and totally worth your time. I think that's really important when you purchase your hard-earned money on these games, is playing this title and this experience really worth your time. And this is a title that definitely fits that bill with its masterful platforming that Naughty Dog really just created back in the 90s in PlayStation. And it's just really exciting to see this in just on the twilight of this generation. We're about to go into next gen, and developers have kept a couple of games right on the rear end of here just so we can experience a couple nice gems, no pun intended. And when I say gems, there's still plenty to collect here within the levels. Within the levels themselves, and plenty of nice things going on. It just feels like that huge push for the graphics wise is looking like a Pixar title, or that animated movie experience where that really does translate very well to gameplay wise. And the story here is not the greatest, but it does kind of feel like a summer action movie, and we've seen this trope of using time is a factor in plot devices a lot. And I wish they maybe played a little bit more with the multiverse, but it was really cool to see other references like Goofy and fake Crash, and then also giving Coco Crash a playable character in the whole game as well, like they added in the recent Insane Trilogy as well. And I love that they give this you know, different aspect to the different characters that you can play as. And speaking of different characters, you also play as Cortex and a new version of Tawna, and even Dingo Dial to spice up the gameplay a little bit. I was a little skeptical first that it would maybe take away from the classic Crash type gameplay experience that I'm so used to and fond of, and hope it wasn't going to drag it down. But no, it's completely fine. It's just as long as it feels fluid, and it completely feels fluid. And it just maybe rounds the whole Crash Bandicoot experience a little bit more, adding these other characters. And Ton is very cool. I just wish they expanded that a little bit more. But yeah, folks, Doobs and Doobettes, all said and done, I do have to give this game a 9 out of 10 for being such an epic comeback with Crash Bandicoot and his amazingness and his goofiness and his character. And I really hope we do see this more next gen. But Toys for Bob did a great job, and if you're yearning for that just more of a sit down classic experience like this title, then you're getting your money's worth here, and I'm sure we'll see this discounted very soon. But I highly recommend Crash Bandicoot 4. Give it a whirl if you get a chance to check it out. Thank you so much, Doobs. If you can, make sure to like, share, subscribe to the video for Doob Radical Gaming. Love to see y'all. Thank you so much. And of course, we'll be right back.